Hello and welcome back to another chart analysis video. It is now 7:47 a.m. in Perth. We're about 15 minutes towards the Tokyo session open. So this will be analysis just for that. Now obviously before we begin, as usual, we'll be looking at the results of the New York session yesterday previously. And this is what my prediction was. So for the Australian yen pair, we can see that it went to a pullback. It went to the pullback zone, and it actually never went to the trend zone. But we're pretty much exactly where we were when we did the analysis for New York. So we started here, the price went down, and it came back up, and it ended up in the same spot. So for the adjustment for the Tokyo session, it isn't much. It's just pretty much the start. We're still in an uptrend on the 1 hour, and and if you want the analysis for the 4 hour and daily, I do that every Monday, so that will be in the last two videos. Two videos ago, look at the Tokyo session for the Monday. That will show you my daily and 4 hour analysis, which I do like that. So we're in an uptrend, and we're in an uptrend. But yeah, for these videos, these are shorter during the week. These are just where I adjust the 1 hour charts. I'll leave the 4 hour daily as it is because they don't really change as much. Maybe Wednesday and Thursday I will change them, the 4 hour one, but generally it should be fine. So that's it. Let's get straight into the rest of these pairs now. So Great British Pound and the Japanese Yen, you're looking at a downtrend. It is definitely in a downtrend. There's no doubt about that. The price was here at the beginning of the New York session, and it actually went up. It did a big pullback, and it went back down, and so on. Again, the trend has not changed. It just went to a pullback. It definitely has not changed direction. So I'm keeping these boxes the same, just adjusting these accordingly. So that's the tricky thing. If you're doing trades here and you have stop losses out, these are things that can really stop you out, because that jump was about 79, easily 40 pips. So yeah, gotta be very careful with those. You have to go with certain triggers. Mine is the 90 RSI on the 30-minute chart. So this would have actually hit that. Would have hit that right there. That's where I would have traded. I did no trades yesterday, just a disclaimer. I would have waited for this candle to drop all the way past here. So yeah, that actually would have been a entry right there, and would have got 50 pips there. It did go down accordingly, and would have gone up to about break even, or just before. We're still in the profit zone, so that would have actually been a good trade if I did trade. Sorry, I don't mean good, but anything above break even is considered good these days. The luck hasn't been here, so yeah. Anyway, back to the analysis. Let's not drag on. So, Australian dollar. We are in an uptrend. Oh, did I move there? That's what the prediction was. Especially when the trend line changed here, because no, we are still in a downtrend. We are still in a strong downtrend. I should have noticed that. This was just a pullback. Why did I change that? Was I influenced by nope? 4 hour and the daily are pointing down, so that definitely should not have been a change. So we did a bad analysis right there. So this is a trend. So we're going to change that. This is now a downtrend. Downtrend direction. Let me just quickly delete that. Yep, and save as 1 hour trend. So this is definitely the zone of take profit. We definitely don't want to go any further than that, because that's a very strong support line, because that's the second lowest price in weeks, as noticed there. And this is now the pullback zone. And that's very confluent with all the other. So there's a strong confluence there because it's supported by the 4 hour and the daily charts. So I definitely would be taking trades here if they fit my rules. Okay, and now we have the NAS as usual, we do not trade this during the day, so the Tokyo session. But look at this. Look at this movement during the New York session. I picked the price started here in the New York session, and my prediction was as pretty much accurate, spot on. It hit the support line, and then it bounced up, and then it broke it through. So that would have been a really, really good trade because it barely did any pushback, barely had any bounce back. That would have been a wonderful trade. But yeah, unfortunately we did not get in there. So what happens now? Do we have another support line? All I can see is this purple line here, which would have been influenced by not much is influenced there. If there's another support line, see, that's a very strong support line. It's backed up by this higher point here in June. So the next point, yeah, it would be here. This would be it because it's bounced here and it's bounced about there. So that's definitely the next zone that we're trading here. Okay, so that's how we do these ones. So for NAS, obviously we're not trading now, but this is just preparations for the the New York session later on today. But it's also good just to keep practicing these analysis. Practice makes perfect, right? And obviously, guys, if you're more experienced than me and you've noticed some errors that I'm making, please let me know in the comments. It's always good to learn. I'm always open to learning. I'm not by any means any professional trader. This is what I'm currently doing this year. So yeah, definitely a downtrend there. This line is very strong, reversal line. So yeah, that's the NAS. And lastly, we have the gold USD. Gold USD is moving into a pullback. The trend direction is still pretty strong for this downtrend, as you can see here. Backed up by the 4-hour, obviously, and backed up by the 1-hour daily charts. So nothing changes there except the box positions. The pullback zone is still here, and the profit zone is still here. And that's my analysis today for the Tokyo zone. If you have any questions, if you're unsure about what these boxes mean, I'll quickly just go through it again as usual. The price is here. My prediction is that if there's a signal that goes down, then you should take the trade and go follow it all the way through to the support line, and that's where you should exit the trade. Definitely don't hold it further. If it closes past the support line, then make your own analysis then, either to chase it or forward or whatever. But usually within a session, it doesn't go further than that. It usually breaks it, it comes back out. But there shouldn't be any more trades after support line, especially during that session. And if it pulls back, then let it pull back until you get a very, very convincing reversal indicator based on your own rules. My rules is just 90 RSI, big engulfing candle, that next engulfing candle, and so on. But yeah, that's not as important. Just make sure you follow your own rules for your own reversal if you have one, and trade it within this zone. Now, obviously, if it breaks this box here and it closes out of it, then the trend has changed into an uptrend. So it's no longer considered a pullback; it's considered a breakthrough, and that's where you would reanalysis. But you wouldn't do any trades. Don't even chase it. Don't do anything. Don't engage. But yeah. So yeah, always my way is just always do analysis before the session starts, and then follow it through from there. That is all. Thanks for watching.
What you doing?